Alright guys, welcome back for another video. Today I'm actually going to show you guys why I find a little bit of extra value in the hearse I bought. This is actually something that is very rare to actually get with a hearse, and it's something that's actually pretty neat. And honestly, if you're going to get a hearse, I really think being able to have this with it is something you should definitely try to find, and you probably won't. Alright guys, so as we take a look right here, you can actually see we've got a nice little stack of goodies here, and this was actually, given to me with the car, which I find completely amazing, and I think you guys are going to have a lot of interest on what's in here as well. But as you guys can see, right there is actually the hearse, the exact hearse that we are sitting in currently. So this right here is actually the manual from Federal Coach. You can see right here it says Funeral Products Owner Manual. So opening this up actually has, right here is where you could fill all the information, which was not filled in. But right here you can see simple things. I'm actually going to go ahead and screenshot and just do voiceovers. You guys can actually see where it's displaying the lockout feature, the fuel door release, the dual batteries, the battery locations, and other cool little features such as like lighting and things like that. Going on over to the next page, you can see the rear door release, the suspension lowering, because you actually can raise and lower the suspension, the bumper protector for putting in the casket. Then we've also got the comparison of the extension table for the Cadillac and Lincoln, the extension table, which I do not believe this hearse is equipped with. It could be, and I might just not know it, but I don't think that has that. And you guys can actually see where you have the mechanisms for extending the table. So that's something I'm going to have to look to see if this is equipped with, but I don't think it is. Then we also go on to like the wheel well cover and the side panels and the weather stripping, and again it shows you the Cadillac and the Lincoln. So this is basically a neutral pamphlet from Federal. And then going through, you can also see what we have over to the right is actually locations of wiring harnesses, antenna routing, backup and dome lights, the dual battery jump start. Hold that. Alright guys, so this right here is actually something that I'm really excited that I have with the car. And I think you guys might find some interest in this. So this is actually the documents that had to go to Federal for purchasing the Cadillac from GM and not having a complete car. Now, this is not something I'm going to open up and show you guys the inside of and the contents, but basically this is like a buying contract to them knowing that they have a car that is incomplete. When a hearse is bought, it is actually not, like Cadillac does not make the hearse. The company makes the hearse. So the company would reach out to Cadillac, say, hey, we want to, whatever year, whatever model, can we purchase one incomplete? And then they would actually take it over to their center and they would do the conversion, which is basically they're not getting rear doors and a trunk on it, because that whole back half of the car is actually going to be cut off. So the car is painted and things are equipped inside of it, but the back end of the car from the driver doors back is actually an incomplete vehicle, due to the fact that they're actually going to slice it and put on a custom-made conversion. Right here we've got some more information. This is the Federal Coach thing here that says designated rear seating position. So there is none. They took them out because this is not like a hearse ambulance. This is just strictly a hearse. And then the serial number check, and also the tire and loading information card, which is back there. This is all original. Now this is something else I don't really want to show the information on, even though it's not really valid anymore. But this is actually the very first insurance card from when the hearse was in service and purchased by the funeral home, and it actually does say check marked on here that it's used for commercial use. So the actual insurance card is still inside of this. Alright guys, so right here we also have something else. This is the brochure for the protection plan, and up here we have the limited warranty information. So they did not put the VIN number on here, they actually didn't write it down, so I can share this comfortably, but this is actually the information for their warranties. Right here, you guys can kind of see through it a little bit. This is actually the original registration for the vehicle. Not going to show the information on it, but like I said, you can kind of see through. Boom, barcode. This is the initial registration that came with the hearse when the funeral home first registered this car. So right here you guys can see we've actually also got a federal postcard, and it says thank you on it, and this was actually sent out from Federal after the purchase of the hearse to the funeral home. So right here on the back, looking at it, you can actually see, try not to expose the VIN there, but up on the top left you can see it says Federal Coach and their address, and right there is actually the funeral home that this was made out to, and that's the funeral home that initially owned this hearse. And then last but not least, we have our standard traditional, comes with the Cadillac Deville, you know, all your owner's manuals and things, which this is actually not even totally valid because it's a hearse, but you know, they still have to give you this, you know, with the car, you know, per it being a Cadillac Deville, so you would still get one of these, and it has everything in it. But that's where you would refer to this for anything basically, you know, extra that they've done because of it being the conversion. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Leave me a comment down below and let me know what you found most interesting about this. Honestly, that was one of the other big selling points about this car, was the fact that it had all the original documentation with it. Me personally, I kind of want to reach out to the funeral home and see if they have any photos of this from, you know, when they had it and things like that. And, you know, if I do hear anything back from them, you know, then it's something that we'll definitely have to make a video for and post up a few things. But, you know, I really think it would be awesome if they have some photos or anything, you know, more with the car. It's very rare to know the initial location of where a hearse came from, especially once it's gone through so many hands. And every owner that has had this car prior to me still kept all these documents, which I find completely amazing that they're even still intact. And a lot of funeral homes, if they're actually going to sell the hearse, they might not even give you these things. You know, this is personal information, you know, the insurance cards and things like that. You know, it's personal to the business, and you know, I find it very interesting that it actually came with these things. So definitely worth the value for making the purchase on this hearse, you know, being able to have those, because again, like I said, 9 times out of 10, if you purchase a hearse, you are not going to be able to have any of these kind of documents. So again, guys, thanks for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed it. If you did, give it a thumbs up, consider subscribing if you're new to the channel, and stay tuned for a lot more hearse content. See you guys next time.
Like the world was ending, would you tell me it's alright, it's alright, it's alright? And if my mind is up in flames, would you stay with me through the night, through the night, through the night? Would you stay, would you stay, would you stay through the night? Can you be my lifeline? I'm yours if you be mine. Would you stay?
The apocalypse.